We are Americans, part of something larger than ourselves, a new world order.
No, that's because I hit the button wrong. We're here at Darlington going to visit the police about fraud being committed by the council. There's a chap here called Kenny who's going to explain a little bit to him before we walk into the police station, and hopefully more people will start to realise what's going on in this country and take some steps and measures in order to do something about it. Would you like to explain what's going on exactly before we go in?
Well, my name's Kenny, I'm from Darlington, and a few years ago I thought I'll just expose this racket for what it is. Now I can pay the council tax, that's never been an issue, and I can pay it right now, and I've told them this. But the fact is, I sent the CEO, because it's a corporation like McDonald's, a sworn affidavit of truth to say, look, come back to me and say, look, why should I pay this when your own government are basic war criminals? And I listed the various crimes against Iraq and Bosnia, etc. And I listed it through NATO war crimes, etc. And the way things are going. Basically, sworn under oath 3 times, opportunity to cure and default, etc. The council over the past year have sent the computer-generated garbage out to me all the time, and every time I've asked them, look, can I have a proof of bill, can I have this, and your CEO's at default, by the way, my fee schedule can be activated, etc. And many discussions with the council, totally oblivious. So what they did was they sent out a summons. Now the summons was sent out to my address, and I've explained to them I am not Mr. anything, but it got opened by my dog, and I looked at it, and basically I've got it here, and you know, I can show you some video. The amount of crap that I've sent to them is unbelievable. Yeah, but basically the main thing that got me, and I don't think I've got it here. Oh yeah, no, hang on. No, I haven't got it at the minute. It's in there somewhere. The summons was sent to my address, dated I think it's 24th of July or something, for a court hearing in the court behind you, Darlington Magistrates, and it said Darlington Magistrates at the top, and at the council address on the right hand side it said, a complaint has this day been made before me, the undersigned, that a complaint has been made to you to pay the council tax, etc. Please come down to this magistrates. So I thought, right, I'll go down to the magistrates now and just confirm that I actually am summoned to this magistrates, because I heard there was a bit of fraud going on. So I went into this office here, I'll show you. I'll just park my car up. Walked in here, and that's where the clerk is, the guy behind the desk. He sits there.
Okay.
Yeah? This is a satellite court, by the way. This is just purely for racketeering. And what they told me was that there is no hearing, which, well, hang on a minute, Darlington Magistrates, it says here, court hearing. No, there isn't one. It's to do with the council. I said, right, so, hang on, who sent this out? The council. I said, yeah, but well, who's this at the bottom? Justice Clerk, South Durham, L.E. Brinkley. Oh yeah, that's the Justice Clerk, but they haven't been a Justice Clerk for 2.5 years. And hang on a minute, so isn't that not fraud? Yeah. Right, I'd say, so what the hell goes on here, please? So they said when anybody actually comes down to this satellite court and gets this fictitious summons, they get taken over there, next door, and they get sat down and basically said, you know, how can we discuss payment offers and stuff like this. Now I immediately went into the police station and I tried to report a crime, that this is going on, it's fraud. They gave me the National Fraud Squad hotline, and I spoke to the National Fraud Squad in London. They phoned me back 2 days later and said, hi Ken, right, you can actually have the CEO charged with under the Criminal Justice Act 1970 for fraud, deception, perjury, etc. They can't get away with this. So okay. So I asked for a constable to come around my house and investigate it. And what happened, I can't remember the PC's name, but he came round, and right from the start he was, well, why haven't you paid it? Nothing to do with that. I can pay it at any moment I want to. I'm doing this purely to rip it apart. Can you please go down to the council and show them the evidence and explain to me what the hell's going on, because there is no court. There never has been. And if you go to the court, which I did in Aycliffe, because Aycliffe actually control all the courts around in the Darlington area. I went and seen the court manager who wouldn't come down, and they said basically that there is no court.
Yeah.
Well, without a court, how can you have a hearing? Do you know what I mean? So I explained that to the constable. I said, look, they won't put anything in writing to say that they've got nothing. Yeah. Nothing like that. They're not going to. It's like a table tennis match. They bat it. Oh, it's the council. Oh no, it's the court. Oh, it's the council. It's the court. Nobody will take responsibility for this. But when you've got it in your hand, the evidence saying, hang on a minute, hello, you know, they run away.
Could I ask you a question? Do you know the paperwork that they sent you? You mentioned something about some signatures on there and people not actually being employed by. They were using signatures of people that are not even employed by the council anymore. Is that right?
Ellie Brinkley's a justice clerk. Hasn't been a justice clerk in over 2.5 years. Yeah. But they're still generating these summonses under a photostatic. Like I've just said, a complaint as this date. Make it look really real. Yeah. And I'll show you when I find it. I'll give you a copy of that. I'll show you it. It makes it look really threatening and real. So if Joe Bloggs didn't have a clue, they'd think, oh, hang on, I better turn up then. Yeah. It's fiction. It's absolute fiction. It's fraud on many scales. And
so the fraud is generally is it on the fact that they've used a signature from a person that isn't even in employment anymore by the council, and they're sending these letters out to people.
Don't work for the court at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Or the council.
Yeah. No authority to do it.
Right.
But it's wait for it, admin error. And the constable went to the council and said, oh, I've spoken to the council and they said it's an admin error.
Yep.
Right, constable, have you been to the court? No. Right, so you've taken sides. You've broke your
so he's not even investigated it properly then?
Anything. You haven't listened to me, you took sides straight away with the council and said, right, it's an admin error. Bye then.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I said to the superintendent, my wife, and I said, I'll tell you what, we won't pay road tax, we won't pay anything else, and when you get pulled over, we'll just say it's an admin error. Sorry about that. That's the mentality of it. The arrogance of these people is just is on another scale, and the fact that they a month later jumped straight to a liability order because I exposed them. I got a letter actually saying they've withdrawn the summons. We spoke to the court and we've withdrawn the summons. I'll show you that as well.
Wow.
That was 2 days after I actually reported them to their own ombudsman, who can't really do anything because all they can do is advise. Yeah.
Right.
And I obviously reported to the police. But the next time I actually got another letter was, you have got a liability order on the 20th of August. A hearing took place on the 20th of August this year, 2014, at Darlington Magistrates. Right, okay. And you've got a liability order granted against you. Right, okay then. How can that happen if I've never received a summons? Because I received a summons last time and it's fraud, right? So, where's my summons? We haven't got it.
Yeah.
Right, so what do you mean you haven't got it? This is the council, by the way. What do you mean you haven't got it? We only have one copy, and that gets sent to you.
Yeah.
Right, do you not think that's an important document? Yeah?
Yeah.
You'd send it recorded or first class or whatever, and you'd have proof of sending it. Well, if we did that, it would cost a fortune. Right, okay, so have you got a copy of it? No. So you haven't got a copy of it? Well, the court will have a copy of it, won't they? Because obviously, to get a summons, you'll have to have somebody will have to sign it to the court to give to you.
That's right.
To issue your own summons, which is what you're doing. You're issuing your own summonses. So you must have some paper trail. No, we've only got a date of when it was sent out. Right, okay, so it's absolute nonsense.
There's no recording of it at all on their records, I
went to the court again, and I walked in the court and I said, right, here we are again. 20th of August 2014, there was a hearing. Can I have documentation that there was a hearing? Who was the magistrate? Who was there, etc.? Oh, there was no hearing. Oh, come on! There was no hearing on the 20th of August.
Unbelievable.
Yes, and I'm being serious. This is the court. Manager wouldn't come down. She's on the phone speaking to the G4S saying, we haven't got anything. It's to do with the council.
Yeah.
I said, right, can you put that in writing? If you've got nothing, then put it in writing that you've got nothing. They won't touch it. They wouldn't touch it. So I said, right, okay. So I phoned Equita, who are the bailiffs, which is hilarious. And I said, look, mate, I said, you denied rights of access are in force. The CEO is at default on my affidavit, etc. I said, look, you really want to get entwined in this fraud act. then please knock on my door. I'll give you £5,000 and I will forcibly remove you from my property.
Yeah.
They're not bailiffs, they're debt collectors for the council. They work for about 120 different county councils throughout the country. Scum, absolute scum. It's a racket, it's a bloody sham. The whole thing's disgusts me on many levels. I went down yesterday, spoke to Wendy Torelli, is the head of revenue. She was with another woman, and she turned around and said nothing. Basically, I said, I'm disgusted because you've sent out 976 liabilities, right? Now, if they were all, like I exposed the summonses, fraud, that means 976 liabilities are void.
Which are all signed by this person who isn't even working.
In a position. Yeah,
right.
Doesn't even work for anyone.
Outrageous,
Now,
isn't
I've got
it?
two options. I can charge the person whose signature is on that, and they won't be very happy, or I can charge the council. Now, it's up to the police to do this, so that's why we're going in here to say that I demand justice. I want somebody to sit down with me and write out a statement because it's criminal.
Well,
it's fraud and perjury, etc., etc. I want them charged.
There needs to be a criminal investigation put into this. You need to be reporting a crime today, and that's what we're here for.
Exactly.
So come on, let's go to the police station and see what they've got to say.
And see what they've got to say.
Here we are at Darlington Police Station, about to walk in and see what the police have to say. Not like now,
Right, okay.
now, today. Not,
It's just not fair that
come
you
out to
need
my
that
house.
money.
This is an ongoing
It's a lot of money. I
dispute.
need that money.
It's
Do you
a
know
criminal
what I mean?
act of fraud by the council. It's not really
So
fair.
can you
could I
lodge
speak
that
to the
against you?
Thank you.
That's not his money.
Here we are.
That's the only thing I got off the court. Can you confirm who the Justice's clerk is, please? Mr. Richard Burton. Yeah? Not Ellie Brinkley, Mr. Richard Burton. So I got that's unbelievable, isn't it? They won't put a signature to it, they'll just tell me.
Yeah,
So,
no signature at all.
Nothing. That's all they'll give me as a compliment slip saying, yeah, Justice Clerk Cleveland Durham is Richard Burton. Not. Hang on. I might have it. I will have it. It'll be there. There's the ombudsman complaint and everything. Thank you for that. We'll have a look into it. So just confirm. That, yeah. No signature in there.
No signature.
Is Richard Burton, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Right. And there's what I got on the 24th of June. Complaint has this day been made to me, the undersigned. Yeah, all magistrates, there's a dark blue. The undersigned, L.E. Brinkley, Justice Clerk, South Durham area.
And that's the signature of the
former
person that.
Justice Clerk. I haven't been in position in 2.5 years. Fantastic, innit?
Right.
Just.
Yeah.
Now, that's an admin error apparently.
It is.
That's an admin error. Yeah, okay.
There's 900 odd admin errors though, not just yours, eh?
I'll show you how many, because I went to the council and said, show me the liability, and they wouldn't do it. So what they did was they gave me a list, and I was absolutely struck by how many. Oh, there you are, that's fraud as well, that's criminal. Clerk of the court cannot sign off 972 liability orders. It has to be a judge or a magistrate or justice of the peace.
Yeah.
Has to sign off liabilities. That's law.
Yeah.
You know, a clerk of the court. I'm sorry, no, but 972 others. Yeah. And that's all you get. There's nothing. There's no court reference or anything. No seal. Nothing. There's nothing there to say that that anything's happened. Which they haven't, because they denied it. They said there was no court hearing, and that was from the court. Now, if the constable had done his job correctly, he'd have gone up there and got that confirmed.
Yeah.
They won't, because they're in the same little rat's nest.
Yeah.
Right. So that's 972, and that was in August. All right. So the past 2 years, if they've all been sending out that letter to everybody, photostated and everything, saying that you've been summoned before me, etc., and you get liability orders, then the whole thing over the past 2.5 to 3 years
It's been
is
fraudulent.
void, is on a massive scale.
Yeah.
Try and tell these that when they're all in it together.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. I've already talked about it, and I want something done about it. I'm not happy because now it's affecting me.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting really annoyed.
Well, it's not only affecting you; it's affecting another
Many
900 odd people,
hundreds
and possibly even more than that. Where did you get them figures from? The 900.
That's how many were on that. That's how many they signed off on their rubber stamping process, isn't it?
Right.
I got that from the council.
Right.
They said, show me the liability. They wouldn't give me it. They gave me a photostat copy, and I'm like, well, that's not good, is it? And they won't know who's the clerk has no authority. It's like a bank teller. It's a bank teller just signing something off. That's a proper document.
Yeah.
Lawfully, it should be sent by a court and sealed. Because if they were going to get court bailiffs to go out, then obviously it's a court dealing.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously not. So,
Right, we'll turn the camera off for now until the officer arrives who you've requested for, which is, sorry, what's his name again?
I'll ask if he's in, the inspector.
What's the inspector's name?
Kevin Astley or something. Oh, Ashley or something.
Yeah.
Astley.
Right. Okay, we'll turn off for now until he gets here, and we'll carry on recording.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much.
An
Yeah.
instant log for you so you can have an instant number straight away. Do you want me to get that for you now?
A what, sorry?
An instant number to know that you've come in.
I've already got one.
You've already got
A constable.
Can we get that anyway, just to see if it's the
Yeah.
same number, please?
Yeah.
Can we get that again? Can we get the phone number again, just to make sure it is the right number that we've got?
Number. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
was
please.
it yourself that
It's
reported
Williams,
it?
yeah, it's Williams, 11
Williams.
Bolton Grove. Yeah. And basically the constable went out to the council
Yeah.
with the evidence. He didn't go to the court, so he broke his oath by taking sides. And is the inspector in? Inspector, is it Ashley? Kevin?
Check for you,
Kevin Astley, is it?
McCarthy.
McCarthy,
See you
that's it.
later.
McCarthy, that's the guy. He was supposed to bring me back to have a chat. Because,
When was it that you initially first reported it? Sorry.
a couple of weeks ago,
Couple of
about
weeks.
4 weeks ago, but
So we'll say it was either September or October time, yeah?
yeah.
Bear with 1 minute, please.
Thanks, chap. What's the statement of truth? No, it's the full. Actually, no, it's the default. Good deal. That's the stuff they couldn't come back with. Please tell me. War Crimes Commission, etc.
Yeah.
I sent that out. I sent NATO war crimes out to them, full document. I sent 7/7 bombing, 9/11 bombing,
Yeah.
with all the evidence to suggest that it was a false flag inside job.
Uh-huh.
Massively, especially 7/7. I mean, come on, it's ridiculous. This was the funny bit. Having exposed the summons, here we go.
Mr. Williams, sorry,
Hi.
what's your first name?
Ken.
Ken.
Yeah, cheers.
My name's
It's all right.
My name's Andrew Mackey. I'm a legal observer that'll be coming in with him as well for the interview. Thank you.
There you are, look. I refer to your comment received on 2nd July, reference my summons, which was fraudulent.
Yeah.
We have discussed this matter with the Magistrates Court. Well, how can you when there wasn't one? And I can confirm the summons has been withdrawn.
Yeah.
Now, why would you do that?
So it's been
Do you know what I
withdrawn, and then they've
Yeah,
took you
and
to
then you've
court
gone
again.
straight for a liability. They haven't sent another summons out because I already exposed them. And
Yeah.
they've gone straight into for a liability thinking you're stupid. On a level,
Yeah.
unbelievable, aren't they?
Yep.
They're unbelievable. And everybody I speak to is just fuming with that. Fuming.
I think the whole country's going downhill, but that's just my opinion. Needs to be more people standing up for the rights
I don't give a
and looking into fraudulent activity by the council.
And I did it purely to expose them, and I have, and I can pay it at any minute. So I'm not refusing to pay it.
Yeah.
On no account am I refusing. So how can you go through a court system if you refuse? Well, if you refuse to pay it, then fair enough. And if they do it correctly, then fair enough. But at no point have I said I've refused to pay it. I'm saying show me, and they're not.
Yeah.
Show me. Where? Show me this, show me that. Please respond. They don't. They're ignorant. Arrogance of the people, especially the CEOs, on £170,000 a year. who lives in Bishop Auckland and doesn't even live in Darlington, who sits on a corporation and makes money.
Sorry,
All right,
chap.
chap. Yeah.
Number there. I won't be a minute. Just.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
So, yeah, there's the bailiffs were told about there.
This is bailiff's paper.
No, everybody has to do that, and apply them to everybody, including your TV license. They haven't bothered me in about a year and a half.
Yeah.
And that's quite simple. It's a 5-minute phone call. Put that on your gate, and that's you sorted. And that is one of the best ones I've seen. And I updated that, and I thought, yeah, spot on. It just covers your arse. It tells you what the coppers do. You know, that's what you should be doing. You shouldn't be there as an officer of the law with the actual fraudulent bailiff, etc. You know, no trespass means no trespass.
Yeah, what we'll do with all this paperwork, we'll take copies and we'll add it to the video itself so people can see for themselves and read it.
My statement of truth and all the rest of it. And, you know, I told you to do this, and the points were raised and everything. Funds may be used to support criminal activity, which they are. So that's what I'm saying. Funds are used to support criminal activity.
Yeah.
Please discuss, and they won't.
Yeah.
So that's them just basically saying we're right, you're wrong. But if I'm wrong, then put it in writing, please.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. If you don't tell me I'm talking nonsense, they wouldn't. So that's, you know.
Well, they've not even phoned you up when they're supposed to have done today, have they? So.
Well, they haven't bothered. The consummate inspector hasn't bothered. So you think it's just a laugh? I'll probably just sit there and go, all right, but we'll look into it. It's gone way beyond looking into it, I'm afraid.
Right, we'll turn it off again and wait for this chap to arrive, eh?
Oh, really? Has it been closed?
Well,
Sorry, what's been closed?
the previous instance being closed as it is.
Really?
I'm not sure as the follow up with that,
Yeah,
but
in
this
that
is one
case,
I've just opened one there to let us know, obviously, that you've come in with that
okay.
one. I've rang our dispatch who said at the moment there's no one available, but as soon as someone comes available,
Yeah,
they'll come
never is,
down.
is there?
Unfortunately, there's an awful lot of incidents that happen.
Yeah, well,
so
this is criminal. This is a crime, and I feel a distress. So I need somebody right here now, please, because I've had long enough of distress.
Right.
So if there is anyone just taking it, I suggest I've got an hour's parking. I want this dealt with now. Can you go and get the inspector? Because he isn't on duty today. Because he's not informed me back. So
Yeah.
speak to him because his constable.
I can check to see
Get
if
this,
he's
my
available.
friend. Has broke his oath. All right, I want this escalated, and I want the council or the justice clerk, who is not in a position, never has been, made it's hilarious. It's hilarious, right? Somebody is going to get charged today, and I want them charged. Simple as that. So, I don't want to wait around all day. I'm afraid. I want somebody now.
Can I just say we're here to commit a crime, report a crime, and yet you're saying there's nobody available to come and interview us about this crime that's been committed by the council?
Not at this time, no.
Why isn't there? This is a police station, and there should be officers on call 24 hours a day, mate. So why isn't there anybody here right now? Because we have so many excuses from police station to police station. They all say the same thing, one after another. There's nobody available right now. Can you call back later? Or they'll leave you sitting in the foyer here for hours on end until you get fed up and just leave. We're here to report a crime. The police station is here for people to report crimes. Can you please get an officer?
Yeah, go and get an officer. Go and get a constable now, please. I'm seriously alarmed with this. I want something done about it.
I mean, obviously, I can only get people if they are available. If they aren't, then there's not much I can do with regards to that. With regards to why you can't see someone straight away, there's a multitude of reasons for that. Which
Where's the inspector? He's on duty.
We could only just start to go into.
Where's the inspector?
The inspector, I can check to see if he's in his office and check to see if he's available.
Yeah, go on.
I can find that out for you. Just bear with us one moment for you.
Thank you.
It's not his fault.
No, we know that. We know
We know
that.
they're trying to go crap. They just go, I don't want to deal with that.
Yep. Right, we'll turn it off until we get another answer.
Hello, chap.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, fine. You want to speak to me?
You're Inspector?
I am, yes.
I'm Andy. I'm
He's my.
All right.
Mackenzie Friend, legal observer.
Oh, right. Well, I'm speaking to him. I haven't got.
Yeah,
You're not
just
able
legal-
to come into here.
He can come
okay.
with me, yeah.
Well, no, he can't.
can.
No.
I'm afraid I can. I'm a legal
Mackenzie's
advisor.
friend, I'm afraid.
No.
Yes,
Well,
you can.
if you want to speak, what do you want to speak to me about?
Fraud.
Right.
and criminal
Well, I know a little bit about
Yes.
this. If you want to speak to me about making a complaint,
Not a
that's
complaint,
one thing.
a charge.
No,
a
no,
charge.
it doesn't work like that.
It does, I'm afraid. Your constable broke his oath by taking sides with the council. He did, I'm afraid.
Well, if you're complaining about the constable,
No,
then that's
I'm
one issue. All right. If you want to come in, you're quite welcome to come in. I'm not having all and sundry. I don't have no idea who you are. So
My name's
you can
Andrew.
come in with me. You're not recording anything inside the police building because that's a security issue. So that can stop. So if you come inside with me now, we'll go into an interview room and I'll speak to you.
Right, I'll tell you what I'll do then.
Are you coming or not?
Can I need to come in with him as well because I'm a
You're not
legal
coming in.
legal
You're not
observer.
coming in as an
Listen,
observer.
I'm recording this simply
matter.
because it protects us
Well,
in what
you're
you're
not recording
saying.
anything inside the police station.
Could we have the discussion out here then, please?
Yeah, we'll have it here.
We'll have it here then,
Well, this
thank
is a
you.
public environment. If you want to
Have it
talk
out
about
there.
some
Have it out
issue,
there.
then you're invited to come into the police station, into an interview room, we'll sit down and
Yeah.
we'll talk about it.
Well,
Okay? That,
Right,
there's serious fraud going on here.
well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it and see what the issue is.
can we talk about this in a public place then, please? If we're not allowed to go into the police station, because at the end of the day, it's our right. You are a public servant
If you're saying this is
officer.
a complex issue, how can we stand in a public environment and talk about a complex issue? It's just not. It's not appropriate. It's not convenient.
Let me put it to you, Inspector, that I've been to the council and I've been to the court, and nobody will put their signature to anything and will not allow a film in there to record it. So, on my behalf, I would like to sit down and record what you were about to say, because what I have here
Well, tell you what we'll do.
is serious. It's very serious.
We'll record it for you,
a
and then that's documented in our system, and it's available for anybody.
We'd
Okay?
But he's coming with me.
we'd also like to document on our system as well.
Why are you winking at me?
Eh?
Why are you winking at me?
Because he can come with me. You know that you can.
If you want to talk to me about a complaint against the police, I will talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay? What relation is this man into?
He's a Mackenzie's friend. Do you understand common law?
What relation is he into the
He is
incident?
my friend. He's my legal advisor.
Have you got? What's your legal qualifications
He's
then?
Mackenzie's friend.
What's your legal
I'm
qualifications?
a Mackenzie friend, and I'm also a legal observer.
He's legal advisor.
But
Okay?
you've got no legal qualifications.
It doesn't matter whether I've got no legal qualifications as far as your paperwork's concerned within common law. Sorry, could I get your number, please?
certainly can. Yeah, 654.
Could I get your name as well, please? Sergeant Finn. Could I get your name
Mine
as well,
is
please?
179. I'm Inspector Kevin McCarthy.
Okay, thank you.
I've got a recording device here, so I'm perfectly happy to record any interaction between yourself and the
Yeah.
Are you satisfied with that?
Well, something he's doing today, because somebody needs to be charged with criminal.
Well, I'm quite happy to sit down with you and discuss what
Yeah.
the issues are.
Yeah. Well, if something doesn't get done, I'll
Well,
escalate.
we'll decide.
Oh, yeah, well, he will. Yes, I will decide.
I think
Yeah,
you're a bit crackers going in there on your own, to be honest with you, mate.
How long have I got?
I think the best
An
bit.
hour.
Right. The interview room is available. Do you want to come through, Miss Williams?
It's all right to
I'm not
record.
Mr. I'm Ken.
Ken.
Alright, yeah, Ken.
It's all right to record what's going on.
Well, you
Absolutely.
can't record in the police station.
Right? Can
Because
we
it's a
report?
security issue.
We can record in it.
Security issue.
If I
Well,
don't.
it's, why do you think we wouldn't want people recording inside the
I'm
police
being
station?
Right, let's come down to some agreement then. What I will do is I will turn the recorder off, but I will do voice record,
You're not
which
recording
means
anything in the police station.
which means-
we will record it.
Why
That
is-
a
why is that?
valid-
You are a public
valid
servant.
option. It will be there on our systems for all to see.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to come in, I'm prepared to speak to you, but I'm a busy man. I can't stand here arguing whether who's going to record what or anything. The option's there for you to come in. It will be recorded, and we'll go from there, and we'll discuss what your issue is. Okay? I'm more than happy to do that, but I can't stand here arguing all morning long or all afternoon long.
well, stop arguing and let us in to record
Yeah.
the conversation,
Well, that's not gonna
please.
happen. That is not
Why?
gonna
Why
happen.
isn't it going to
Because
happen?
it's a security issue, and I'm not prepared for
It-
anybody to
it's
record
not-
What's
inside
security
the
issue?
police
It
station.
is not a security
It is.
issue
It
if
is a
I am
security
recording just voice.
We'll record.
If
The
I'm just
invitation's
recording
there. I think
just
that's a
voice.
That's a reasonable thing to do for yourself.
Inspector, I've been to the court and I've been to the council, and the level of absolute nonsense that they've been coming out with, I needed that recorded, but you just come out with this absolute nonsense.
Right. Well, the invitation's there. Please come in.
I'll go in for
The invite
yeah.
is there. We'll record the interaction, and
Yeah.
we'll keep that. But I'm not prepared to have any recording inside a police station. It's a security issue.
Okay, I'll have 10 minutes with you, and I'll just ask you a few questions, and then I'll leave. because if something doesn't get done about it, then I'll escalate it and make a complete statement in my own time.
Right, okay.
I can take a statement in my house, can I not?
Come through.
Can you not do this out here? Because it's perfectly all right to do it out here as well.
Would you please come through? If you
And
want
that's
to come
totally
through
up
and
to
discuss
you
the issue, I'm more than happy
at
to
the end of the day.
discuss it with you.
Well, the level of fraud is absolutely immense. Immense.
Right. Well, we'll see. If you explain what the issue is, and then we can go from there.
I'll explain it. So I'm not doing a statement or anything.
Are you all right to go on your own then? I'll turn this off and come in with
I'll
you.
come and do a statement.
Thank you. Here we are, just out the police station. What do they have to say then?
In a nutshell, no crime has been committed. In my opinion, that's what he said. Having looked at this, I think that there is a debt, and they're just pursuing the debt. I said to him, yeah, right. Well, at the start, I had no problem.
There is a debt. The pursuing is a debt under false paperwork.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe we'll-
Can we? You need to
I'll
ask
give you a
him.
call in a couple of weeks, and perhaps we'll meet again and speak
And
again.
if the bailiffs that come to my door, I will ring in your constables to have them forcibly removed.
Apply for the CD now. Apply for the CD now.
Can I have a copy of the interview?
No.
It's our systems.
Yeah, can I have a copy of it sent to me?
Right. Well, I'll have. There's a process which you've got to apply through the data protection manager. Okay, but I'll speak about that when I ring you.
Hold on. Before you went in, you actually said that you could have
It's
a copy of it.
all the time. It's on a system.
It's on a system.
It's
Yeah.
a
You'll
police
download it.
system,
Yeah.
and it can be. But there's a process in which you have to get that.
Okay. Yeah.
And what is the process?
It'll tell me when he rings them up.
Over and out, innit? So here we are outside the court. He's just come out the police station. What happened? What did they say?
Well, obviously you recorded it, and you said you wouldn't go in with a camera and
Yep.
record it, but he'll have it recorded, so we'll apply for the little videotape they recorded me with. But I showed him the evidence, and I explained to him, look, it's a civil matter, it's a debt. However, I can pay it any minute, and I explained everything that I've just explained on the other piece. Regarding the Justice's clerk's signature being forged and the complaint this day being made before me, the undersigned, etc., I said that is forged. That is deception, to get money by deception. That is fraudulent.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. He says, in my opinion, they're going through a system, and it's not a deceptive means because the debt exists. Well, hang on. If I forge a signature saying that I am a justice clerk and put, please, give me some money or something because I believe that, the parking ticket or something stupid, and I do it like that, is that not fraud? He didn't answer me, and I said, look, put that in writing with you to say that, you've already made your mind up. Are you going to go to the council now and have a chat with them? Yeah, and see if it's an admin error again, is it? Yeah. All right then. So you've made your mind up straight away. What I want you to do, Constable, and this is the Inspector, what I want you to do is stop acting as an officer of the law and act as a constable, and go to the court and get the evidence that they won't give me to say that they've got nothing, and get the liability order.
Yeah.
Who signed it by the magistrate? But not a piece of paper that has been printed off by the council. There was no court. I've told you that 3 times. I've got the bloody. I've documented it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I want is a constable to go there and say, "Was there a court hearing?" No. Right.
Yeah.
So the whole thing's void.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the document sent out summonses, 976 on the last count,
Yeah.
all sent out to people with the same thing. Richard Burton is the Justice Clerk. I've got it here. I said, look, she isn't in the position to do it.
Yeah.
That is fraud.
Yeah.
End of story. He believes that there's not enough for me to say, it's criminal.
Yeah. Of course, it's criminal. If someone's forging a signature on a document,
It's criminal.
it's supposed to be legal. It's criminal, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
He won't have it, and that's an inspector.
Yeah.
And I
Right.
said, you're working on the same authority. You're
Yeah.
all working together, and I said, I won't let it go. He said, do you want to make a complaint about me, and etc. I said, no, what I want you to do is act as a constable and go and get the evidence from the court.
Yeah.
I want you to go and get it, because they said they've got nothing in front of me and they won't give me anything, so I'd like a constable to get it. Do that, and go and have a chat with them and say, right, who actually sent this document, why,
Yeah.
and have them for it. Because I would be charged with it if I did that. And, you know, just do it.
So would anybody
Do
else,
it.
aye.
Get the evidence.
Yeah.
And he won't do it. He made his mind up straight away and I put him in his place. You're taking sides again.
Been biased then. Yeah.
I can't see a problem. I'm not after your opinion. I want you to act on it. And he won't.
Yeah.
So he's now turned around and said, well, I'm in duty for like 3 days, but it'll take me a couple of weeks to get back to you. And I said to him, look, if they get their stupid bailiffs around, and I'll be calling your constables round to arrest them.
Yeah.
I said, do you want me to do that? And he just shrugged his shoulders.
Yeah.
Waste of police time. That's what you want. Then I had a discussion about the council, and he didn't want to get into it, but, you know, we're on so many levels, and
He didn't want to talk anything about the council, and
No.
he just avoided it and avoided it.
pathetic people, honestly.
Well, this is the system we live in today, isn't it? At the end of the day, this is the system that's rolling us illegally, and the police seem to be committing fraud and deception alongside the council if they're not prepared to investigate it themselves.
Straight away.
That's my opinion of it.
Away.
Anyway,
Took sides straight away.
Yeah.
I said, your own constable broke his oath of office by taking sides. He didn't go to court.
Yeah.
Or do you want to make a complaint? I'll make a complaint when I'm ready.
yeah.
I'll make that complaint when I'm ready. I want him to do that and come back. And if he doesn't, then I'll make a complaint. Then I'll escalate it. Because that's disgusting.
Anyway, let's go. Let's see what's next. Over and out, YouTube. This is the system we're living in.